Hi everyone, this is Jason McConnell, and in this video we're going to cover a handy trick for textile designers where you can use a noise trick to kind of airbrush your images to get softer transitions and colors. So for instance, in this image we have these blue flowers that have nice soft transitions, but if we were to do a color reduction, let's just go through those steps. You'll go to Image, Mode, Index Color. This is an 8-color image, so we can put 8 in colors. Let's uncheck transparency, and actually let's uncheck preview so we see the original image when we're picking up colors, and then under forced choose custom, and this will take you to your color table for this image. I've already picked my colors, but all you have to do is click on a color square, hover over your image, and pick up the color. This should be white. Again, so this gray, I would just click on this color square, hover over the image and pick up my gray and hit OK. And I'll do that for all the colors. All right, when you're done, you hit OK. Click on preview so you can see what it looks like. And you'll see that it's very chunky in between the colors. There's no soft transitions. Now you could add some dither, some diffusion dither. And if I zoom in, you'll see that it does soften the edges, but the problem with diffusion is it gives kind of a predictable halo effect to your image. And the more you do, the more these dots spread out and mix up, and most of the time I don't use diffusion because it just creates too much of a predictable mess. You could try pattern, which in some cases might work for you. And noise. I actually like noise, but I use this technique in a different way, which I'll show in another video. So let's just set this to none. We'll hit OK. Now this is definitely not the look we want, and what we did before going in and indexing this image was really just to force the colors in the color table so that we can do this noise trick, go back into index color, and that will automatically soften these color transitions for us. So I'm going to undo and zoom out, and we really don't need to do this effect on the entire image. I really just want to soften these blues, maybe even the grays a little bit. So there's lots of different ways to select the blues and grays, but I'll take the magic wand. Tolerance is at 20. Contiguous is unchecked, otherwise I'll just get localized clusters. So I'll hold shift, and I'll pick up all these colors. I probably could have gone with a higher tolerance level, but I didn't want to get too much of the greens and the navy in there too. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, the next step is to go to Filter, Noise, Add Noise. You want to add a pretty low amount of noise. If you get too much noise, you'll get dots of different colors mixed together too much after we do the index color. So in my case, I did 4.8. You'll have to experiment with that. Uniform and Gaussian are probably going to give you pretty much the same look. I usually just choose Gaussian. And then you'll want to choose monochromatic, otherwise you'll get different colors in your image. So I'll hit OK. And I'll just deselect, so it'll be easier to see later, and then we'll go back up to Image, Mode, Index Color. We already have our 8 colors in here that are forced to our custom palette that we made earlier. And we don't have to choose dithering or anything, and you'll see that these flowers have nice soft transitions in the blues, a little bit in the grays. And we might have to go back in and touch things up a little bit with an airbrush, but it's definitely a good trick to know because it does this effect on the entire image, and there will be less work, less manual airbrushing to do later on. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.